Okay, for those of you who have ever watched my video on how I make money on Amazon and stuff, you'll know that the main part of my money making is by buying games in bulk that have scratches or whatnot on them, or just for whatever reason they aren't working. So what I'm going to do today is I have several different ways to fix this issue, and the first one I'm going to cover is a way that you can do from home without really buying anything, and it works for CDs, DVDs. As you can see, this one, I don't know if it shows really well on the camera or not, but it has real light scratches, just scuffs, normal everyday wear and tear from being taken in and out of CD holders or just being set down, face down, whatever. But basically, the first way is a homemade remedy that it's been covered several times. I see a lot of ways that don't work, that do work. I've personally kind of perfected this over time, and that is to take simple toothpaste. You want to make sure it's not a gel. You want to make sure it's an actual toothpaste, just regular toothpaste, as you can see here, white. And the reason that is because it has the little bit of gritty factor. It's kind of like a really high grit sandpaper. So the basic way, you just want to take a little tiny bit. It doesn't take much at all. I usually just run it around the circle first on the disc, just basic coverage, and then I know everybody hears these wife tales saying you can't go with the grain or whatever, but the best way to do this is actually to do circles. You want to cover the whole disc. Now if you have just like a little light scratch here or there, you can of course just kind of dab it on that spot and go over it over and over. This disc kind of has spots all over it, so I'm going to cover the whole disc, just rubbing it in with my finger. Nothing special here. I'll do the whole disc a couple times in one direction like this, and then I'll go back the other direction. Again, it's not brain surgery or anything here. And get it covered, and I'll cover it. I don't know if you know, but this is a PS2 game, and it has a code here in the inside line. And if that gets scratched or anything, your disc will actually just say you can't read or disc error, what have you. So I always make sure I cover this really well and get it nice and clean, shiny, so we don't have any disc reading issues. Now, depending on how bad the disc is scratched, that'll determine how long you do this. This one wasn't horrible and it wasn't anything deep or any issues there, so I'm just going to go a couple times around. Now, a lot of people suggest using water and stuff like that to go ahead and rinse off the disc. I like to get all this excess, which you'll see build up as you circle around it. And like you saw, it didn't take very much at all, and it covers very easily. I actually use a bottle. This is just a spray bottle filled with alcohol. You buy it at the store for like 95 cents. And I'll spray it once on there. After I've rubbed it down once, I'll go ahead and rub it down again until it gets a little bit kind of dried up again and gets pasty. When you first spray this on, it'll be real liquidy, and you can see all the little excess toothpaste coming off there. And I have special cloths. These are made for the JFJ disc resurfacing machine, but I also use them when I do this, and I'll just kind of rub off the excess. Keep rubbing it in a little bit more until I kind of get all the little excess off. Now you can also use microfiber cloths, any kind of soft cloth that isn't abrasive, because I mean if you use abrasive like a washcloth or paper towel, what you're going to do is you're going to leave little tiny scratches all across your disc again. Basically you just wasted your time. You don't really want to do that. So I have one that's kind of dirty, I wipe off the excess with, and then I have a dry one. It's real clean, and I'll just take the disc. A lot of people suggest washing it in water and stuff. Again, I don't do that. It's kind of a waste of time. It doesn't work near as well as alcohol, because alcohol doesn't, when it dries, it doesn't streak, and of course water does because of the chemicals and elements in the tap system. And I'll actually just take the cloth, put it on there, and just do circles and rub it off. Now, this will get the smudges and such and all that off there. The downside to doing this is you will see all these, you can't see it on the camera I'm sure, but you can see all these little tiny rub marks or it's abrasions left by the toothpaste, of course. But these don't affect the disc skipping or anything like that. What these do is what this does is get out the major scratches. It can cause disc skipping. Excuse me. What I usually do is I do have a JFJ cleaning machine and I have a buffing pad, and I'll run it through there, which will make this disc look brand new. And I'll cover that in another video about how to use the JFJ. Or I mean, it's the one I personally use. It's cost effective, but that'll get your major scratches out that causes disc skipping, and well, your disc will work good. I mean, it's not going to make it look brand new like this machine will, but that basically covers it. It's very simple, very easy. If it still skips, do it again. Is cover any major scratches you see. Specifically target those that'll cut down on your time, and like I said, just do the small circles, rinse it off. I mean, it's pretty basic. It works well. I use it all the time, but like I said, I always buff mine off because I'm selling my games and discs and stuff to customers, and I want them to look good. I don't want them to look like crud. So that'll cover that. If you want to know how to use the JFJ and a lot of different details about that, watch my video on how to use a JFJ machine. Watch my video on how to make money on Amazon if you're interested in making games. There's a lot of ways you can use local stuff and thrift stores and stuff like that to make money. I also do wholesale, so you can contact me there and I can help you out there. But that's pretty much the end. Let me know, comment, and be sure to post on my comments that you know, different future subjects pertaining to Amazon or cleaning discs or recipes or what have you. It's pretty much going to cover everything. So thanks, and I hope this helps you, and I hope it fixes your disc problem.